Hello. Hello. Hello, welcome to the Redmen TV. I'm Chris Pajak. This is the daily news show. Max Meyer has been linked with Liverpool Football Club today. Because he has stalled contract talks. So apparently, according to the Liverpool Echo, this is, apologies, I'm on my own again, so no Tom or anything like that, but actually it's the Mirror saying Schalke's Max Meyer has cancelled talks between him and Schalke. So the report suggests that Jurgen Klopp has been buoyed over claims the player's agent has cancelled a meeting to discuss a new deal. 22-year-old will be a free agent in the summer with his contract with Schalke expiring, prompting speculation over his next destination. Excuse me. He's been a player we've been linked with for a year or so now, isn't it? And, you know, absolutely one of the top European young talents, I suppose. He's, I think... I think this is just going to continue, to be honest with you, until he signs for Bayern Munich, if I'm perfectly honest. Until that happens, we're going to continue to be linked. That just seems to be the way that it goes, doesn't it? Yeah, whether I think Liverpool will actually sign him or not, I really doubt it. You know, he's a centre midfielder. He can play in that attacking role, but he is, you know, he's played defensive midfielder as well. You know, he's a young guy who has played at a top level with Schalke now, and I think he is one of the top free agents around. Certainly, you know, it'd be great if Liverpool could sign someone like Max Meyer just to replace Emre Can, because it looks like he's going, doesn't it? But whether we will or not, I'm not 100% sure. I've still got a sneaky suspicion this guy will just end up at Bayern Munich with the rest of the free transfers from the Bundesliga. Why not? They just seem to get a big signing on fee from Bayern Munich and they go and win the league. Just seems to be the thing that's done over in Germany, doesn't it? Big Mac C-Mac says, would rather Meyer on a free than £90 million Lamar. Jesse Hitman says, hi Tom. Tom's not here today, he's off today. Greg Walton says, good for a free. Bob Frank just says, just get Leon Goretzka. I thought Goretzka could sign with Bayern. I thought that was something like, I'll have a little check of that now. I thought he'd done a deal, or is that still not decided? Like, here we go. Schalke's Leon Goretzka gives Bayern Munich a glimpse of their future. I'm not sure. I thought he had. Let me know in the comment section. You will probably be quicker than me Googling, because, you know, when I Google it, I have to stop talking. But I thought that was already done. And I remember there being a little bit of something around the end of January and stuff. Yeah, Greg's did sign for Bayern, says Lauren Doherty. Thank you very much for that. Hope I pronounced your surname right. Yeah, okay, well, we'll move on to the next story then. Jordan Henderson says England captain, not important. I'd say England, not important. Never mind England captain, not important. But no, he was talking about it. I think it's because Harry Kane's probably going to captain England at the World Cup, sorry, not the Euros. And the fact that, you know, he's had the captaincy a few times now, but he said basically, you know, if I'm in the side, I'm not that bothered either way. It is mad how, like, listen, everybody knows, and I get so much stick in the comment section for my stance on Jordan Henderson. I think he's a good player. I don't think he's performed at his level this season because of the injuries and the setbacks and stuff, but I do think he's a really good footballer. And you know, it seems mad to me that not all fans can see that. You know, people will say that I'm deluded, but I would think that most people who think that he's not just clearly can't see it either. And it's mad that he's one of those type of players, isn't it? Because, you know, this is a guy who Brendan Rodgers made him captain, I think, didn't he? And then Jurgen Klopp kept him as the captain, and then he's been England captain. These are guys that who understand and know football, yet trust him to do it. And it seems mad to me that other people can't see that, whereas I can see a good performance from him at times. So, yeah, a bit nuts. Interesting one on the out, actually. I'm surprised we've not had this more. Simon Mignolet's been linked with a move away. Now, Celtic was one of the clubs. I'm looking at the Read Newcastle site. According to the Star, Newcastle one of the number of teams interested in Mignolet. Southampton, Stoke, Celtic, Burnley, all in the hunt for Simon Mignolet. So it does look like, and I'd be very surprised if he's at the club next season. You know, he's spoken out that he wants to be the number one goalkeeper. He is probably good enough to be a number one somewhere. Whether he's good enough to be a number one at a team that wants to challenge for the title, that's where we probably have a difference of opinion between me and Simon. So yeah, a little bit of a strange one. Got a couple of chats coming in. Get a pasty from Sayers. Love your content. Nice one, Mr. Clickbait for FTW. Amazing. Nice one. Appreciate that. I'm on a diet though, so I will not be getting a pasty from Sayers, but I will get some kind of low carb, low calorie sandwich. Nice one. Connor Kelly says, do you like chips, Chris? Of course I like chips. That's why I'm on a diet, man. You know what I mean? It's a ridiculous question to ask. Everyone who doesn't like chips, in fact, my daughter, she's 3, she doesn't like chips. And my other daughter, 1, doesn't like chips, don't like potatoes. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with them. How can you not like potatoes? Well, that's my kids, ladies and gentlemen. Lo Sen Dule, there is your shout out, mate. Chris, I watch this show every time you're live. Can I get a shout out? Of course you can. Page at nudes needed if we win the Champions League. Roman Belic. That might be the unveiling. That might be the unveiling of the old Pajak News. We got pretty close to Pajak News a few years ago in the yellow skin suit, didn't we? That was a strange video. You could see everything if that's what you're interested in. You can go and check that out. Virgil Van Dijk, actually, yeah, someone's just mentioned him in the comments. So apparently, Circlop says I love chips, of course. Everybody loves chips, apart from my kids. Weird. Adam Smith, nice meeting you at the Watford game. You was drinking coffee with Paul. I remember we were stood at the back wall. Yes, we were. I remember speaking to you, mate. Nice one. Good times. Watford was a good time. Good days. 5-0. Brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. So yeah, someone just mentioned Virgil van Dijk, apologies, it flew off the page. But he's been made captain of Holland as well for his games this week. And Ron the Red, Ronald Koeman's come out and he's annoyed at every Everton fan ever again. Get on this from what the former Everton manager Ronald Koeman says. Former Everton boss Koeman explained why he selected Van Dijk, stating the fact he's at a big club like Liverpool helped his decision. Go ahead, Ron the Red. You can have red baubles on your Christmas tree again, can't you, mate? Oh, he's so good. The exact quote is, it's a nice step for Virgil. He gets more responsibility. He has the age and plays at a big club. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with him, and I love the fact that the Everton fans will be fuming on that one. Absolutely love it. Koeman is a red, says Arman Kasul. Yeah, don't need another injury liability in Wilshere. Yeah, we were linked with Wilshere yesterday randomly, so that's Dean Comer. Thanks for the comment. Not feeling that. Not feeling that at all. Are you? Yeah. Broke stays broke. That's what I'm saying. Loved the show yesterday. Makes me want to get the book. Definitely. Quentin Johnson. Seriously. And he's not here now. I'm literally on my own. So I just looked around for effect. The book's brilliant. I couldn't put it down. And it's mad because it's made for a modern... do you know the way that we consume media and stuff nowadays? And just talking really honestly with everybody, they're 2 and 4 page chapters, and I've got 2 kids, so I don't get the time to sit and read lengthy books anymore. I used to read about 10, 15, 20 books a year. Now I might be lucky if I get through 1 or 2, and they're normally football books anyway that I read nowadays. But it's you can just pick it up, read 2 pages, and you're done with the chapter, and you can move on to the next story. And it was brilliant, and I learned so much from the book. And it was great. We did a show with him, and it was just great picking his brain and hearing about these things that I didn't know about. And I was talking to him yesterday. I've got a friend of mine who's Bob Paisley's granddaughter, and I just texted her with one of the little stories about her, and she was made up, and she said that's what Grandad was like, but he just didn't show it very often and stuff like that. And it was a story. I think we told it yesterday. I'm not sure if it is basically. Alan Kennedy, I think it was, had a terrible game, and he said all I want is the manager, Bob Paisley, to put his arm around me at half-time. And at half-time, Bob Paisley just turned around and went, I think they shot the wrong Kennedy. And it was just like, that's not what I've heard from about Bob Page and stuff. And then Julie let me know what it was about, and that was great, like absolutely great. Hendo's better than Messi, says Royal Flush, who is bluffing, quite honestly. Martin Butcher just says chippy chips. Chippy chips are boss, aren't they? Like, but they all need to be clean and they need to be cooked long enough. I don't like them when they go soggy, do you know what I mean? Get me in there, I'll show it. Cop-out legend Chris Reed, the Sport comments, the chaos. I think you commented this on yesterday's news show on a normal comment, didn't you? I did, I went and checked it actually. They are absolutely mental. It's just a load of manx. Just why? It's Liverpool, it's me, it's my club. I enjoyed the video, I thought it come across all right, which is unusual. I don't really like watching videos of me back. But yeah, there we go. Mike Tyson, Russia versus Bobby in Brazil at 4 p.m. That's today. Decent. I will not be watching that because I'll have the kids, but there we go. Chris, do you think a new DM with China heading out the door? I do. You know, whether it's Jorginho or whether it's Ndidi, I'd like both. I'd like a destroyer and someone with a little bit of passing range and stuff like that. So yeah. That's just my opinion. Okay, well, there we go. That'll do for the Daily News Show today. Did you see Bogdan's Instagram story about United? Says Finn Bailey. No, I didn't. I'll go and check that one out. Cyclop. No, I can't. I never want to say that again, to be perfectly honest with you. People seem to have forgot this. We did loads on this ages and ages ago. I offended a lot of people, not just Chelsea fans. I offended a lot of the LGBT community and stuff, and I didn't realise that it was so heavily linked, to be honest with you, with the LGBT community. And we had loads of people get in touch. I like Kick It Out campaign get in touch with me. I had the club get in touch with me. Kick It Out campaign for homophobia and all this type of stuff. And that's why we took the video down. They told us to take it. Well, they asked us to take it down because of homophobic things, and they were going to look into it. Excuse me. Like death threats and all kinds over it. Excuse me. Absolutely mental. I hated that video. You know, everybody loves it. Liverpool fans and stuff. It's been the bane of the last few years of my life, if I'm perfectly honest with you. People seem to remember me for that more than anything else that I've done. Yeah, fair enough. Maybe I've not done anything as funny as that, but for me, you know, that's one of those things that I just regret massively in life. I didn't realise it was going to have such a negative impact on so many people. The fact that it was broken down into Vine and done in like 7-second clips and all that type of stuff. People never saw the full video. And the full video, literally, the word after Mourinho was me praising Chelsea for the way that they've played. And you know, that never got saw. It was literally just all that was said was about those words and stuff like that. And yeah, I massively regret it. I'll never say it on camera ever again. Yeah, it's one of those things. Big mistake. Shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have said it. Anyway, my fault. Nobody else's. Cool. Okay. Well, spoken about that. Didn't expect to think about that or speak about that today. If you've enjoyed the show, then do give us a little like. Don't forget to subscribe for the Redmen TV, to the Redmen TV, and I'll see you later. What's this one? LFC Marley. Thank you for being so honest all the time, Chris Legends. Okay, no problem. Kieran Cox, I forgive you. Matt Pemberton, that is what I was talking about, yeah. Yeah, cool. There we go then. All right, well, thank you very much for joining me once again. I'll see you next time.